Yeah. The review session for homework 1 and homework 2. Yeah. First, let's look at the concept questions. After that, then we look at the query questions. Yeah. For the concept questions, yeah, I only explain those questions that many of you got problems. Yeah. Most questions, no problems. Yeah. Doing quite well. Yeah. All right. Here, number 2. Yeah. Number 2 is true. Yeah. Many students, some students, yeah. A few, small number of students didn't do it correctly. Yeah. SQL 2, we know. All the tables that belong to one database is under one database schema. Yeah. So for tables for different databases, so they belong to different database schemas. So that's the property for SQL 2. SQL 1, it's not. SQL 1, all the tables, even if they belong to different databases, but they are stored at the same place, yeah, not separated. Yeah. So that's the biggest problem of SQL 1. Yeah. All right. Question 4, a small number of students select A. Yeah, I saw a small number of students select A. Yeah, but actually, the reason this concept is created, transaction, in order to protect the business data, right? So if the system breaks down, then the transaction may cause some damage. Then that's the big loss, right? Yeah. So you need the technology should be used to avoid this problem. Yeah. So based on the logic, so you should not select the option A. Yeah. So option C will not change. Yeah. So it is protected. The data is protected. All right. So next, yeah, number 6. Yeah. Many students, yeah, relatively large percentage of the students, they select A. The problem is NoSQL. Okay. Yeah. Some students notice that. So NoSQL, SQL. This type, non-traditional, we know, it's the non-traditional database. Here, if you read the question carefully, when we use the databases in our business application, here we do not say relational databases, right? So here the databases could be traditional or non-traditional, both included. Yeah. So you need to consider NoSQL. Yeah. Because NoSQL databases, that there is no metadata. No metadata. Because the structure is very simple. The structure for the data is just we say key value pair or name value pair. Yeah. Yeah. Key value pairs. That's the structure of the data. So you do not need metadata to describe the format of your data. Yeah. So that's this one. Yeah. Quite some students didn't do it correctly. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, small number of students did not do this well because other than M to M, we have other 1 to m, m to 1, you know, things like that, right? 1 to 1, right? Yeah, we have 3 other mapping types. Yeah, yeah. Small number, 1 or 2 students missed this one. Yeah. So then the next one, number 13. Yeah. Many students missed this one. Number 13. The reason is the responsibility of the DBMS, because handle all the control redundancy, it is too complicated. So this work too complicated. Too complicated. So the DBMS cannot handle that complexity. So we need human programmers to write programs to, you know, a lot of programming work in order to, you know, get this control redundancy correctly. Yeah. So that's a big job. Yeah. Yeah. Because the DBMS can handle relatively simple constraints, but not complex constraints. Yeah. All right. So that's this question. Then number 15, another question. Many students pick A, option A, but the best one is option B. Yeah. A, not as good as B. Yeah. So for A, I took 2 points off, partial credit. So why? If you compare item 3 and item 4, which one is more important with higher priority? So definitely item 2 is more important. Why? Because control redundancy of consistency, this for consistency, this directly, because if there is no consistency, then your data is corrupted, right? So this item makes sure that the data is correct. So the correctness of the data is the most important. Yeah. Only when you guarantee the data is correct, then the next important thing is speed up the query. Okay, the performance. Yeah. Yeah. If your performance is fast but your data is corrupted, then you get garbage, right? Yeah. So that's not good. Yeah. So for that reason, we treat item number 2 highest priority. Okay. Yeah. Next, speed. Yeah. Then item 1. Yeah. All right. So that's the questions that many students missed in homework assignment number 1. Yeah. Homework assignment number 2, we only have 5 concept questions, but last 3, yeah, I need to explain last 3. Number 3, actually a small number of students missed that one. It's true because we can join with or without. Without join condition, this case we do Cartesian product, right? Yeah, we can always do Cartesian product. Okay, so no problem. Yeah, after Cartesian product, then what we apply join condition. Yeah, with join condition. So then after Cartesian, we apply this join condition after Cartesian product. Yeah, so. Yeah. So it's true. Yeah. But number 4, yeah, number 4 answer is 4. Yeah, some students. Yeah. So here I give you the, all the 4 projections. Yeah. But here I notice some problems. Yeah. Some students give me the correct number 4, but they count empty projection. No column, empty. Yeah. Empty set as a projection. Yeah. So here I want to say we do not count empty projection. Yeah. The reason is simple. Yeah. Because here, what we are doing here, it is we are working in the context of computer science, not math. In math, the empty set counts, right? So the empty set is a special case. So we need to count it. Yeah. But here in our SQL, computer science SQL, think about if your projection is empty, before you run the query statement, you already know you get nothing, right? You get nothing. Yeah. So nothing is generated from your SQL query. So why you need to do it? Okay? So why you need to waste computing resource to do nothing? Right? Yeah. So for that reason, yeah. So we remove it. We do not count it. Okay? Yeah. All right. Then, when we count, yeah, the first we count the 1 column projection. Yeah. Yeah. Suppose there are 2 columns, we use A and B to represent 2 columns. 1 column projection only, there are these two cases, A and B. Yeah. Then 2 column projections, then there are 2, not 1. Yeah, many students give me 1. Because if you look at our definition of the projection, the attributes inside projection, the order is important. Okay? Yeah. AB and BA we treat as 2 different projections. That's important. The order is important. Yeah. All right? Yeah. So then, after you understand this question, then in our midterm test question, yeah, question number 14, yeah. So I give you a similar question, but in that one, first you don't need to worry about the empty projection because I ask you at least 2 columns. The projection should contain at least 2 columns and at most 3 columns. Yeah. So you only need to consider the order factor. So when you count the number of projects, but you need to be careful about the order factors. Okay? Yeah. So do not miss anyone. Okay? Yeah. So this question is useful to help you answer our midterm question number 14. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Then number 5. Yeah. Most students. Yeah. So because here I put in the parenthesis, you can consider the auto increment case of the primary key, but most students they didn't consider this. Because if you consider auto increment, we do not need to provide a value, right? Because it is generated automatically. Yeah? So if you consider that special case, then you can take away 1 from K, yeah, the minimum value of K. Because those students, they give me the K value 4. Yeah. But if you assume there is an auto increment field, yeah, so another 1 you can take out from this K, reduce K by 1, so you get a 3. Yeah. So if you use the formula, yeah, 6 specific values plus 4 columns with default values, then K null values, then auto increment. Okay, 1 auto increment. Adding together should be the total number 14. Yeah. Then you find the k value. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the, why the auto increment value is still, can be used here. Yeah. Yeah. So after you understand this question, then in our midterm question number 15, similar question. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that's the first part, the concept part. Next, I will talk about the errors, common errors in the query questions. Yeah.